morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Good morning, third grade. My name is Mrs. Nix, and I am so excited to be here with you to support you as you become amazing thinkers, readers, and writers. So this morning, I happened to be reading this. It's one of my favorites in the fall time. This one's called There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed Some Leaves. Okay, I have to be completely honest with you. I kind of really enjoy collecting books because you know what? I have so many of these particular stories. I just have tons and tons and tons. Do you have collections of things that you enjoy? Oh, yes. Well, these happen to be some of my favorites because it reminds me of a childhood song that I used to sing. I know an old lady who swallowed a fly. Do you remember that song? Well, this is done to that same tune. So if you want to check out awesome stories like this that might be done to music, you can check out any of the books that are in your local library, or you can go over and check out books from Sora. Now, with Sora, a great thing that we do here in Fresno Unified is we like to do just a quick little shout out to our top 5 schools who've done a fantastic job of checking out their stories. We actually have a whole poster right back here. You guys are rocking it. Great job. Okay, now, if you have a story that you've checked out from Sora and you would love to share it with me, then write it down, put it on a little note, and tell me what it is about that story that makes that story such a great one, and I'd love to share it on air. If you do that, or even just tell me in a note something that you've learned in class or on our show, just send me a note. The address is right here on your screen, and I'll make sure to put in the mail for you one of these fun activity books. There's several of them to choose from. All right, so before I forget, I do want to just call out a really quick little fun shout out for what's happening not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday on November 25th at 7 o'clock. There's going to be a Valley PBS Family Circle Fall Festival. It's at 7 o'clock here on Channel 18. It's going to be an awesome night of excitement. Mrs. Reed-Wright is going to be coming. She'll help do some arts and crafts. You're going to learn how to make your own pizza. And then those awesome students from Fresno State are going to show you some very cool science experiments. It should be a lot of fun. So 7 o'clock, set your alarm so that you remember to watch it next Wednesday, the 25th. Okay, so boys and girls, let's get started this morning. I have 3 things we're going to go through today. We're going to look at R-controlled vowels, contractions, and finish up with synonyms. Are you ready? Okay, let's go through. Let's warm up our brains this morning. We've got 10 high-frequency words that we're working on this week. Remember, these are words you come across often in your reading and writing. I want to make sure that you not only can read them, but write them. If you need to jot some of them down, put them on a Post-it note and practice them this week. And by the end of the week, I guarantee it, you'll have it down. Let's read them together. Ready? More, most, long, look, many, man, may, me, make, and made. Excellent job. Today we're going to look at long and look. So look is L-O-O-K and long is L-O-N-G. Okay, help me put these in a couple of sentences. You might want to over there. Or how will you be gone? Oh, I hear you guys at home. You guys all said this one was long. How long will you be gone? Okay, does look make sense here? You might want to look over there. Did your mom ever tell you that? You might want to look over there. I bet your shoes are there. All right, excellent job. Let's get started with our first activity today. So we are talking this week all about R-controlled vowels. Now, the specific ones we're going over are IR, ER, UR, and actually EAR. It's not on my shirt sound spelling card, but I put just a little note to myself because it is an additional spelling that we're going to practice this week. Now, I brought my shirt sound spelling card because I want to remember that the sound that we're practicing is Okay, so whenever I see this IR, I know that it's going to say like in this word right here, bird. Good. So ER says like in this word here. Sound it out. Serve. Good. And then UR says like in the word burn. And our last one, EAR, says like in earn. I'm going to earn some money. Nicely done. Okay, let's switch gears just a little bit and talk about our contractions this week. So contractions are simply two words that are kind of smashed together. I love when Mrs. Vang talks about them like a little car crash that get hooked together because they've got that apostrophe that kind of keeps them all together. Okay, so I don't have anything quite as cute, but in third grade, it's really important that you not only know what two words make up that contraction, but then when you're looking at that contraction, you can go the other way and break it back apart. So we're going to practice both of them throughout the week. All right, what do I mean by that? Let's practice. I have these two words, did and not. We talked about it yesterday. I'm going to practice it all week with us because I want to show you did and not can go together simply by taking out this O and replacing it with an apostrophe, and then it can all slide together right here. And now the word becomes didn't. Okay, so let's go through and look at what are some contractions we can make. So how about are not? What would that contraction be? You got it. It's going to be right here. Aren't. Okay, we are not happy. We aren't happy. Good. How about we will? We will becomes wheel. So that WI gets taken out and smashed together with an apostrophe. All right, now third grade, here's where it really comes into play for us. So I had and I would. Now had and would, the contractions actually are the same. So we have I'd and I'd. So this is where it's really important that you understand that it can stand for or represent two different pairs of words. So you can have it mean I had or I would. So let me show you in a sentence what that means. I'm going to steal these down here and I'm going to stick them in a sentence right here. So we can read these and they both make sense. I'd go again later. Would that be I would go again later? That's right. It wouldn't be I had, it'd be I would go again later. Now how about this one? I'd been to the store twice already. That means that I had already been there, so it would be I had. But see how the contraction looks the same? All right, I just want to make sure, third grade, that we are working on and practicing making those words make sense as we're reading our stories. Okay, let's see, what does this look like when we go through and we practice? So this one right here, we're going to look at those R-controlled words, and we're simply going to check off, put a check next to the word that has the R-controlled vowel sound, and then underline that sound. So help me do a couple of them. Right here, let's look at number one. Is it going to be her or heat? You got it. It's going to be her, so that's our word. And what is the R-controlled vowel? You got it, the ER. You guys are doing great. Let's do another one. While and whirl. Yep, it's going to be whirl. And what's the R-controlled vowel? IR. You're just doing fantastic. How about nurse or nails? Yep, nurse. And what do I underline? Yes, the UR. Fantastic. Okay, let's go down here and we're going to do a little practice with some contractions. So remember, I talked a little bit about how it's important that we not only learn how to put the words together to make the contractions, well, it's equally as important that we're able to pull them apart. So I'm is made up of what two words? You got it right here. I am. So I'm going to just move it right here. How about she's? What two words make up she's? Yes, she is. So let's put it down here. How about wouldn't? Do you see it? Yep, right here. Would not. Would not goes right there. How about we're? We are. That's right. It's we are. I always like to try and put those, pull those words apart when I'm reading them so that it makes sense. And then can't is made up of cannot. Excellent job. Okay, so let's go through and we're going to finish off today with our synonyms. Okay, what are synonyms? And why do I have cinnamon buns up here? Oh my golly, right? Okay, so I love coming up with ways to help me remember what something means. So when I hear the word synonym, it sounds a lot like the word cinnamon. And when I hear cinnamon, it makes me think of cinnamon rolls. And I put a pair of them up here. So synonyms start with an S. So they're going to be the same. And it just makes me think about synonyms, cinnamon, and same all go together. So I'm thinking about words that mean about the same. So looking here, we put some different ones up, and we can talk about another word for neat. If your room is very neat, you could also say your room is very tidy. If you're feeling very joyful, another word you could say for that would simply be happy. You're very happy. Another word for stone, you could use the word rock. Rocks and stone are similar. Furious and angry. So those are all synonyms. Now, an author oftentimes will use synonyms in their writing, especially if they're giving you some words that you're unfamiliar with, so they'll include some context clues. I have a sentence here for us to look at and to practice a little bit of that, looking for a synonym within our context clues, and then we're going to decide what does that word mean. Are you ready to do it? Okay. So, Baboon was very agile. He used his quickness to jump out of Zebra's way. Okay, so the word is agile. I'm not real sure what the word agile means, so I'm going to look for some clues. Do we see anything? He used his quickness to jump out of the way. Well, agile and quickness probably mean something very similar. So I'm going to look at my choices down below. I've got sluggish or swift. What do you think agile most likely means? Yeah, it means that he's very swift. He can wiggle a lot. You guys are doing a fantastic job. So I just want to say thanks for hanging out with me today as you're getting ready for school. And remember, you are responsible for your learning success. So listen, ask questions, and share your ideas, because together we can do so much more. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I can't wait to see you back here tomorrow on PBS. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.